Your sister did something terrible behind your back. A family member helped them with it. You have felt something wasn't right. There have been signs in your heart that echoed without words, moments where the energy in the room changed, but you didn't know why. The truth has not escaped heaven's sight. There is nothing hidden in the light of the divine, and what was done in secret will be brought forth. What your sister did behind your back is not just a simple act, it carries a ripple across time, a wave of consequence. But before you fear, understand this: you are not alone, you are not forsaken, and what was intended to bring you confusion will soon serve as your awakening. There is a sacred plan unfolding around you. Even when those you trusted most made choices that hurt your soul, it has not diminished your worth. You are not defined by what others have done in the dark. You are defined by the light within you that continues to shine even when others attempt to dim it. This is not a punishment. This is an unveiling, a revelation that calls your spirit to rise higher. The family member who aided your sister in this secret did not fully understand the spiritual impact of their decisions. What seemed like cleverness to them will become a source of their learning, for the truth has a way of finding its voice. They may have smiled in front of you, may have even comforted you with words they did not believe. But heaven knows. The angels have witnessed the silent conversations, the hidden motives, the unspoken alliances. And now, the time of revelation begins. This message reaches you not to pull you into fear, but to release you from illusion. It is time to see clearly. It is time to reclaim your energy. What they tried to take from you, heaven will restore. What they tried to change behind your back, the divine will bring forward to your benefit. This is a turning point. Not a moment of loss, but a moment of divine justice. You are being guided now to step into your light with courage. You don't need to confront anyone with harshness. You don't need to shout or argue. The truth will speak for itself. All that's required from you is stillness and faith. Even now, they are uneasy because the vibration of truth is rising. They feel it in their spirit, the silent echo of what they did. But there is something greater at work. The holy energy that surrounds you is rising to shield you and guide you. The angels are watching every step. You are not left alone in this moment of confusion. There is more going on behind the scenes than you know. The people involved thought you would never find out. They believed the illusion they built was strong. But divine timing does not fail. You must remember this: not every betrayal is a breaking. Some betrayals are breakthroughs. What your sister did behind your back was not the end. It was the beginning of something more powerful. It's not about the details, it's about the shift in your life that it has triggered. You are going to be shown the full truth, not all at once, but piece by piece, in a way that your soul can carry. Each new revelation will give you more freedom. Those who try to manipulate the story will be surprised by how strong you become. They will be unsettled by how you don't crumble under the weight of their actions. Because you have something they forgot about, you have divine protection. And no action done in shadow can overcome the brightness of that. You must understand that forgiveness is not about allowing their actions to continue. Forgiveness is about freeing your own heart from the weight of their choice. You are being guided to lift your spirit now, to release the anger and ask for healing. Because healing is your true power. The path ahead will not be about punishment, it will be about purification. A time will come soon when you will look back on this moment not with bitterness, but with clarity. You will see that this experience shaped your discernment. You will see that what was hidden behind your back was really about moving you forward. The divine did not stop what happened, but the divine will absolutely transform it. You are not cursed, you are not forgotten. You are being chosen for clarity. When you cry in silence, the heavens hear it. When you feel alone, the angels are drawing closer. What you need to know now is that the wheel is turning. Those who betrayed your trust will face their own truths, not from you, but from the laws of spirit. What you are being called to do is rise. Rise without hate. Rise without revenge. Rise with power that comes only from the light. There are blessings being sent to you now that will shock even those who doubted you. There is a reversal on its way. What was taken will be replaced, and more. What was spoken about you in whisper will be overshadowed by the loud truth that you are favored. They will not understand how you are still standing, but you will know it is not by your strength alone. It is by grace. There will be people who come forward. You may receive a message, or overhear something, or see something you weren't meant to see. These are not accidents. These are confirmations. Each sign will align with what your spirit already felt. Trust your inner knowing. Trust that the energy of truth always finds the light. This is the moment where your growth begins. Do not let bitterness take root. It's okay to feel disappointment, but do not live in it. You were made for something far greater than betrayal. You were made for divine victory. Your journey is not about what others did. Your journey is about who you become because of it. Let them watch your rise. Let them see what happens when someone chooses the path of the Spirit rather than revenge. The divine is already working. You don't need to orchestrate outcomes. The same way truth rose for you, it will rise against what was done. Let your hands be clean. Let your heart be still. They do not know that by hurting you, they have awakened a spiritual transformation in your life that cannot be stopped. Soon, they will face the reflection of their actions. Not because you demanded it, but because that is the law of divine order. You are not to fear what happens next. You are not to carry the burden of proving your truth. You will simply walk in the light, and the light will do what only it can: reveal everything. Now is the time to protect your peace. Speak less. Pray more. Walk with wisdom. Not everyone needs to know what you know. Let your spirit do the work in silence. Let your peace confuse those who expected you to fall apart. What they did will not go unnoticed. But more importantly, what you do now will be what defines your future. Choose the higher road, even when the lower road calls out for revenge. That voice is not yours. Your voice is calm, steady, blessed. The days ahead are filled with clarity, justice, and healing. You don't need to chase truth, it's already running toward you. You are being given a spiritual upgrade. What they tried to break will become your breakthrough. What they tried to sabotage will become your elevation. Stay steady. Stay kind. Stay wise. Your strength will speak louder than their actions. And now, this must be said once and clearly: God says, I have seen what they did. I know the pain you carry. But I am with you. I am restoring what was broken. I am rebuilding what they tried to tear down. I am opening a new path for you that no one can block. Trust me. I will not fail you. That is the final truth. Trust what you feel. Trust what you hear in the silence. Trust what heaven is bringing into your life now. You are more protected than you realize. You are more powerful than you believe. The chapter they wrote about you is not the ending. The real story begins now, with light, healing, and truth. This message is coming to you from the divine light that sees all, knows all, and understands every silent tear you have cried. From the place where truth cannot be hidden, where intentions are seen clearly, where hearts are weighed with care and actions are known far beyond their masks. There has been something that was done behind your back, something that was never meant for you to find out. But the time has come. You deserve to know, and this message is your moment of awakening. Someone you deeply trusted, someone tied to you not only by shared experiences but by blood, stepped across a boundary they should never have crossed. Your sister, who once smiled in front of you, has done something you never expected. It was not a mistake, it was a choice. A decision made with full awareness, knowing it would bring you distress if revealed. And yet, it was done anyway. You have sensed it. There have been signs. Moments where the energy around you felt off. Conversations that didn't add up. A strange silence in the middle of joy. A pull in your spirit warning you gently. That was not your imagination. It was your soul being alerted from above. The truth was hidden, but not from the divine. Nothing ever is. There was someone who assisted her in this, a family member who stood behind the scenes, adding fuel, whispering, encouraging, perhaps even planning. And that cooperation made the wound even deeper. Because betrayal from more than one side feels like being surrounded in a house with no exits. The heavens have watched this unfold. Not with anger, but with sorrow. Because the divine never celebrates your pain. Instead, the angels weep when trust is shattered and when bonds of family are misused. But now, from this point forward, you are not meant to suffer in silence. You are not meant to live in confusion or pretend like everything is okay when it is not. This is a moment of spiritual clarity. The light is being turned on, and the hidden is being exposed not to hurt you, but to free you. Your soul needs peace. And the only way to walk into the future freely is to walk through the truth now. Even if it is painful. Even if it brings tears. The divine never gives you revelation without protection. What is shown to you now is not meant to break you but to make you stronger, to prepare you, and to lead you toward a new path where truth is honored and love is no longer manipulated. There is something you need to understand. This act committed behind your back wasn't only about the action itself. It was rooted in deep jealousy, insecurity, and a desire to take what was not rightfully theirs. There was envy wrapped in a disguise of affection. But the heart knows. And now, the veil is being lifted. You may have been doubted. You may have been gaslit, made to feel like your instincts were wrong. But they were not. Your inner voice was always telling you the truth. And the divine was always speaking softly, whispering to your soul, "Wait. You will see. The truth is coming." And now it has. Do not rush to confront, for the truth has already done its work. Let it settle in your spirit. Let the light illuminate your decisions. You don't need to act from pain. Let the truth empower you. Let it lift your head higher, not weigh you down. This is your time of healing. You will no longer be held hostage to the secret deeds of others. You are being set free. And with freedom comes new strength. You may feel betrayed, but you are not alone. Heaven is holding you. Angels are surrounding you. The divine is closer than your breath right now. You are being guarded, protected, loved, and strengthened. This betrayal will not define you. It will refine you. Your purpose has not been diminished. It is being enhanced. Even in this, your story is being rewritten with grace. There are better connections ahead. Better honesty. Better loyalty. And there are people coming into your life who will never take advantage of your kindness. They will not use you, lie to you, or steal what is sacred. But for them to come, the old must go. The ones who played with your trust must be released from the seat of closeness in your life. That doesn't mean hate. That means creating space between you and those who no longer align with your truth. Your heart may ache, but it is strong. You are stronger than you think. And you are not broken. What was done behind your back cannot cancel the destiny in front of you. God says you are chosen, loved, protected, and blessed, and no secret, no betrayal, no lie can remove the favor that is on your life. They may have tried to sabotage your peace, but they cannot erase your promise. You were not created to live in confusion. That's why this is being brought to light now. It had to come out, even if it hurts. Because carrying unspoken pain slowly drains the soul. But being free, even if it's painful, brings clarity and healing. There are still moments ahead that will bring you joy. Moments that will restore your trust in love, in people, and in divine timing. There are still reasons to smile. You will laugh again. You will trust again. And though it may feel far, you will feel safe again. You will no longer be afraid of what is being hidden, because from this point on, nothing can be kept from you. You are walking in spiritual light, not spiritual blindness. Those who plotted against your peace will face the consequence of their own energy. You do not have to do anything. Divine justice is not delayed. It may be silent, but it is not absent. Let heaven handle what you cannot. Your only task is to stay in alignment with truth, kindness, and grace. Speak when you are ready, but never let their betrayal push you into becoming someone you are not. You were born of light. Stay in that light. You are not weak. You were targeted because of your light. Because your presence disrupts what is false. Because your spirit intimidates those who live in shadows. That is not your burden, that is your blessing. And now you see it clearly. You've been walking with heaviness, not knowing the source. And now it's been revealed. That heaviness wasn't yours to carry. It was the weight of secrets hanging over you. But now it is falling away. You can breathe. You can stand. You can release the need to please those who never saw your value clearly. You are being called into a new season, one where honesty is the foundation. One where love is no longer conditional. One where you no longer have to guess who is for you. Because now, you know. And that knowing is a gift. Yes, it is true. Your sister did something terrible behind your back. And a family member helped. But their choices do not define your worth. Their actions cannot determine your destiny. You are rising. You are ascending. And you are not alone. There is a divine force fighting for you. Every lie told against you will be reversed. Every closed door meant to harm you will be replaced by a gate of gold. You will be honored in the presence of those who once plotted against you. And you will be lifted to places that no betrayal can touch. The truth will keep unfolding. You will be shocked at how many things come to light in the days ahead. Let it come. It is all working together for your good. Nothing that happens now is against you. Even the pain is making way for promise. You don't need revenge. You don't need to explain yourself. Your light is your answer. Your peace is your power. Walk with dignity. Walk with truth. Walk with grace. Let the divine handle the rest. Forgive when you are ready, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. You deserve joy again. You deserve freedom. You deserve to wake up without wondering who is betraying you next. From this moment on, things will shift. There will be new conversations. New clarity. You will make decisions that honor your spirit. You will walk away from what no longer feeds your soul. You will choose truth, even when it's hard. Because you are chosen. Because you are protected. Because you are strong. Because the divine is with you. God will be with you, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you, you are safe, you just have to trust God and pray to Him. This is not the end of something beautiful. This is the beginning of something sacred. You have not lost anything that was meant to stay. What is meant for you will not be taken by deception. What is ordained for you will be preserved by the divine hand. And so now, you are free. Free from lies. Free from confusion. Free from betrayal. Free to start again. And you will, not as someone broken, but as someone born anew. Your sister did something terrible behind your back. A family member helped them with it. This truth has been hidden from you for far too long, but now the heavens are opening a message directly to your heart. This is not to cause fear but to awaken your spiritual eyes to the deeper workings of the divine plan. There are things that were done in silence, in shadows, in secret places, where no one thought the light would reach. But the light of truth, guided by the heavens, reaches everywhere. No corner is too dark for it to illuminate. This moment is not about judgment, but about revelation, restoration, and spiritual clarity. You were not meant to carry this pain in confusion. The divine realm has witnessed every moment of betrayal, every intention masked behind false smiles, every word spoken when your back was turned. They believed they were clever, hidden, safe within their secrets. But no secret remains untouched by the hand of truth. This act was not just an act of earthly betrayal, it was an energetic shift in your spiritual journey, a redirection caused by the very people who should have supported your divine path. Even in their concealment, the universe aligned this moment so that you would finally see what must be seen. Your sister, in a moment of weakness or pride, chose a path that separated them from the purity of your trust. And what is more painful is that a family member, whose loyalty you believed to be unshakable, supported them in this wrongdoing. But this moment now is not for revenge. It is not for hate. This is not your fall, this is your rise. The heavens declare, you are being lifted above this storm. What they tried to ruin behind your back will become the very platform that raises you up. What they hoped would destroy your spirit will now be the very tool that sharpens your strength. They thought you would never find out. They were convinced you would continue loving them blindly, never questioning, never turning around to look. But the divine hand has moved. The time of awakening has come. You were chosen to be more than the one who suffers quietly. You are chosen to be the one who transcends, who shines even after being surrounded by darkness. This betrayal is not your identity. This event does not define your worth. You are more powerful, more radiant, more loved than they ever imagined. Your tears are not ignored. They are seen, counted, and treasured. The heavens have whispered your name. And now a message flows to you like a river from the throne of peace. Forgiveness does not mean pretending it didn't happen. Forgiveness is not for them, it is for you. You have the power to release yourself from the chains they tried to place around your spirit. The truth is not always comfortable, but it is always necessary. The divine realm is unraveling the knots of deception that have kept you tied to people who never truly wanted to see you fly. But you will fly. Not only that, you will soar. Even in their betrayal, they have unknowingly set the stage for your transformation. What they intended for harm, the heavens are turning into good. There are angels walking beside you, guiding your steps through this valley. And while you may feel alone in this revelation, you are not alone in spirit. This pain is real, but it is also temporary. The eternal realm sees beyond this moment. What is coming will be better than what was taken from you. What is coming will heal, restore, uplift, and glorify every broken part of your soul. A divine voice is calling you now to be still. The universe is not against you. The stars are not silent in your struggle. There is movement in the unseen world, a movement that will reveal even more truths. But these truths are not meant to harm you, they are meant to set you free. The chains of illusion are falling. You will begin to see who truly walks with you and who walks only in your shadow. And when you see it, do not be shaken. Stand strong. Stand still. The divine winds are changing direction in your favor. Every seed of betrayal they planted will be overturned. Every word spoken in darkness will be brought to the light. Every plan made behind your back will fall apart. Not because you said anything, not because you fought them, but because divine justice is moving on your behalf. There is nothing they can do now to stop what is already unfolding. This moment is holy. This moment is prophetic. And this moment is for your awakening. It's not just a betrayal, it is your breakthrough. They might pretend as if everything is fine. They may act like nothing happened. But you have felt the shift. You have sensed the weight. Your spirit is awake now. No longer asleep. You are being called into greater spiritual alignment. The divine voice that speaks inside you knows the truth. You do not need more proof. You need peace. And peace is coming, not from them, but from above. Let the universe work through this storm. Let the higher forces align what has been misaligned. There is a future prepared for you that is untouched by their betrayal. There is a purpose inside you that they cannot ruin. There is a light around you that cannot be dimmed. They may try to speak against you, to twist narratives, to silence your growth. But the truth always finds its voice. And the truth is speaking now. God says this is the moment where you choose to walk not in pain, but in power. Not in bitterness, but in brilliance. You were never created to be crushed by betrayal. You were created to rise from it. Let your heart soften, but let your spirit stand tall. You are not the victim of this story, you are the victor. Their plans were small. Yours are divinely orchestrated. Their actions were impulsive. Your journey is eternal. This betrayal is not the end, it is the doorway. The pathway has been cleared, even though it came through tears. The door is opening, even though it required loss. You are being redirected, not rejected. You are being refined, not ruined. You are being restored, not forgotten. And soon, very soon, everything that seemed broken will come together in a way you never imagined. Their faces may still appear kind, but you know now. You see clearly now. You will act in wisdom, not in wrath. You will move in grace, not in grief. You will rise in love, not in loss. You will carry this truth with strength and let it be the foundation of your transformation. It is okay to feel what you feel. But you must not stay there. Rise up. Rise up in light. Rise up in purpose. Their betrayal cannot stop your calling. Their silence cannot silence your destiny. Their schemes cannot undo what the heavens have written over your life. This moment is not an end, it is the divine beginning. What they tried to build behind your back will collapse. What you build in alignment with the divine will last forever. Their secrets were loud, but your healing will be louder. Let the divine hand hold your heart through this revelation. Let your spirit walk freely, knowing that you have been chosen for something greater than betrayal. There is no need for confrontation. The truth speaks for itself. Let your life become the proof. Let your peace become the testimony. Let your healing become the loudest answer. Do not seek revenge. Seek alignment. Seek truth. Seek the next step of your journey. The one who created the stars has also written your story. And this chapter, though painful, is not the end. It is the cleansing before the crown. It is the revealing before the rising. Hold on to your light. Trust what your spirit is showing you. Know that even when people change, divine love does not. You are still loved. You are still chosen. You are still on the path of favor. Let their actions be their own undoing. You do not need to explain anything to anyone. Walk in quiet confidence. Your truth is your shield. Your peace is your power. And your future is brighter than anything they tried to destroy. Keep walking. Keep praying. Keep believing. You are not alone. Never have been. Never will be. The heavens rejoice in your resilience. The divine embraces you in your heartbreak. And the spiritual realm is moving to make all things new. This betrayal will pass. This season will shift. And you will rise, not in spite of it, but because of it. What they meant to end you will end up freeing you. What they tried to do behind your back will be the very thing that lifts you forward. And as this truth becomes part of your story, let it also become the reason you grow. Let it become the reason you love more wisely, live more fully, and trust the divine more deeply. You are not what they did. You are what the divine is doing in you now. Let this message reach your soul and bring you peace. The time has come. Walk forward. Leave the shadows behind. And step into the light that was always yours. If you believe in God, type Amen.